Hi guys, DriverLadyPro here. The reason why they call me DriverLadyPro is because I drive like a boss and I try to stay classy like a lady. So in this video, I am going to be talking about what happened to me this Sunday night going into Monday. A dead tree broke off and bashed my car in, bashed my car, bashed everything in, a whole bunch of problems. Hey, Dark Road Run. This is our live stream video, guys. So the conversation will be talking with people in the room. I'm going to try and get all the, hi, Tony B. I'm going to try and get all the information in the first minutes of the video. So, there are two things that I wanted to talk about today. First, I wanted to talk about what happened to my car, my brand new car. Right now, I am driving a loaner car, and I have all these buddies of mine that I am doing the demonstrations with. One of them, the leader of one of the groups, helped me to find a place that will not only fix my car and fix it quickly, but they also will give me a loaner car to do rideshare with. And that is tremendous. That's like a big, weight off my shoulders, because I didn't have a down payment and extra money on the credit card just to be able to rent a car. So I got a Ford Focus 2008 red car, but my car, I put pictures of it on thumbnail, but when I went in there, the snow was melted on top of the roof, and I saw that there are like big gouging dents on the roof on this side and the roof on that side. The tree fell and it like bashed my car several times. It pulled bumper, it smacked the windshield quite a few times, smacked the top. And it did not damage any other car, but I was right next to the tree, so it fell on my car, and then the rest of it fell on other cars. But when it fell, it also took live wires down with it, and we couldn't, because it was such a bad storm. 150,000 people were without power. And so it took them till late Tuesday night, just to come out and take the live wires off the vehicle. So I was like out of commission for quite a while. And then Wednesday, I ended up getting the car into the shop, and I just now, got everything loaded on my thing, and I had to go down to Uber. I haven't even gone down to Lyft to get my license. I could wait for my things to do at Lyft anyway. But when I was down at Uber, would you believe, I saw, how everybody says, what is that, doppelganger or something like it's called? Somebody that's your twin, okay? Doppelganger or something. I saw... Yeah, it's been a tough week. It has been a tough week, and my spouse took time off, which was kind of nice. We got to hang out together. My spouse, my spouse is Mexican and likes to work, thinks it's important to work all the time. So I'm like, all right. So that leaves me to, keeping everything running, clean the house, doing the, making the food, everything like that. So, anyway, that's a little personal stuff. Point is my car is in the shop, but it is very badly damaged, and it's going to be fixed. We don't have live power lines outside. We had to go stay in a hotel. We live with our friends. We rent like a big gigantic room in a hallway. We have our own entrance and stuff like that, but we share the kitchen and the bathroom. and we had no power when they came on Tuesday night. They cut our power, so we had to wait until the electrician came the next morning. So they have 2 kids, so with their 2 kids and my cat, I can't leave my cat in the house. So we went to a hotel, and I didn't know, but a lot of places will accept cats. A lot of hotels will have special rooms just for animals. So and they said if your animal does any damage, and she didn't, she just hid behind the bed the whole time. But so we got out of that whole situation. So and then Dark Road Run sent me a link saying Uber. Leads me to my next thing I want to talk about. Now that you guys know that my brand new car, I'm having problems with insurance. They say that the reason why, or the Allstate is what the landlords has for on the house, but they say it's an act of God, so they're not going to cover it. So my full coverage insurance is covering it, but of course that raises my rates and stuff like that, and it's not even my fault, so. Anyway, I want to talk about, and I'm going to put this in the description below, I want to talk about Uber's video. Now, the reason why Uber finally came out, I don't know if y'all saw tell me, did you see the Uber video about Uber operates in an open market? Guys, I could sue the landlord or whoever the tree belongs to. They say I can't sue it because it's an act of God. So we have asked them several times to get rid of the dead tree, but So Uber, look on YouTube, and Uber has their own YouTube channel. Okay, the open marketplace video was hilarious. Well, I think what they're trying to do is they think they're explaining something to us we don't already know. And maybe there are people that might know that part of the reason why, beat that tree ass until you get the money out of it. Yeah, I'll beat the tree. I'll go in my backyard and pick the money off my money tree back there with the leprechauns and the unicorns. This is yet another reason this happening to my car is yet another reason why it's just not a good idea to do Uber full time. I've been looking for a job, but see, there's so many jobs in Chicago, and I'm like, man, I want the right job. I don't want to be bouncing around and stuff like that. I want to find a good job. So anyway, let's talk about Uber's open market, guys. It's in an open market, they say. No, you're on to bumper number 3. Yeah, well, this is bumper number 2. This is bumper number 2. When this happened, I said, because my friends joke with me, they say, Driver Lady Pro? More like Driver Lady Accident Prone. Crap just keeps happening to me. Bad stuff, guys, just happens to me. So they talk about the reason why they can't raise rates is because when they do raise the rates, the passengers don't order Uber as much. And I think the reason why is because because they're trying to be in competition not only with Lyft, and they're trying to be in competition with trains, and they're trying to get people from train to start using Uber and stuff. Instead of using the bus, they want to make it so cheap. But the problem is, I understand they want to be like, okay, you know how Little Caesars, they became the fast food of pizza, okay? And so you go in, you get the $5 pizza, bam, you're out of there. The problem is and a lot of I've seen so many videos on this. They have not made it a sustainable income. They're not compensating the drivers properly enough, in my opinion. I think a lot of people feel they need to get paid more doing this particular job. Another thing that they say, well, kind of they alluded to, we're at the mercy of the marketplace, okay? And kind of true, we are at the mercy of the marketplace, but at the same time they got to stop gouging I mean, that argument might be true if they wouldn't have just given us a 60-cent decrease in pay. So the problem is a lot of the things they haven't been taking care of that we've been telling them over and over and over and over and over again. They don't take care of it. And now the only reason they're coming and listening to the drivers is because they have their IPO coming back and they want to try and gain back their trust. But that's not just going to happen. Their IPO is in January. They want to say, oh, in January, they want to be able to say, oh, we've gained back the trust of the drivers. It takes a lot more time than that. And the problem is they did the 180 days of change, but then they did stuff like take the surge money away from us. They didn't explain that to us, say, well, we're going to take the surge money and we're going to put it over here, or we're doing something different with the surge money. They didn't let us know anything, okay? They just took our surge money and said, Bud, you're going to make the same amount of money. And some people, I am finding that I'm definitely not making as much money as I did when I started out, you know? So they said, well, if you get pool rides, you're going to make more money. And I understand they want to give a cheaper product, but they need the same or more. If they want to give a cheaper product, they need to give us a decent wage. You know, that's my feeling. Is that steering wheel leather wrap? No, it is. It looks like it's leather wrapped. It does the. I think so. It has a seam on the inside, but it's not leather. It's a regular. It's like fake leather. Yeah, it's a stitching. It has a stitching, but it's like fake leather because here's a seam right here. It's not real leather. It's just for looks, you know. This is a 2008. It's a pretty nice car though. It gets decent gas mileage. I do pretty good on it. I know your urethane? Yours is urethane. What? What's urethane? I miss the whole problem with driving my car and this car is I've gotten so accustomed to using that rear backing up that I worry so much that I'm going to hit somebody. You know, I have a rear viewing backup cam. Oh yeah, your steering wheel doesn't have a seam. It's urethane. Okay. Well, I don't know what urethane is, so anyway, the whole idea is that I don't know. I feel like did you leave? Urethane is fake. Oh, okay. So the steering wheel is not. That's the type. It's not leather. It's called urethane. It's fake stuff. Okay. So I didn't know that. So we got 3 people in the room. Can we get 3 thumbs up? One of the things that I just keep thinking is, you know, we just got your Toyota steering wheel is urethane and it doesn't have a seam. Oh, I don't know. The only good thing about Uber company is the drivers, and it feels Uber wants to take credit for it. You know what? I do like a couple of the new features that Uber has rolled out with. It's been a long time coming. We have been saying for a long time that we want these certain features, and they haven't listened to us. I'm guessing some of these things they have gotten from their from doing their driver forums, their driver roundtable or whatever. But the problem is we are not getting paid enough for the maintenance on our car. They're like, well, you can get a discount over here, but the problem is now here in Chicago, guys, we're making 60 cents a mile. Yes, they upped our per minute rate, but we're making 60 cents a mile, okay? The maintenance for a car is 54 cents a mile, so we're making 6 cents a mile. And then you forget you got to take out that 25%, so we're basically making a couple pennies per mile. Now, if you go and drive during promotion times and do all these special promotions, okay, you might get a little extra money here and there, and you drive endlessly and hit every single promotion, and you drive, 70, 80 hours a week. Okay, then you will get a better per hour rate, but they need to make it so that this is a sustainable living, in the sense that you got to be able to make enough money from it all the time, not just sometimes, So I say my personal terms of service. Can you do Uber Eats? Hi Griffin, I do Uber Eats. I do Uber Eats. I do Uber and Uber Eats. Did you know Uber Eats gets paid less per mile? Dropped Uber Eats rates. I did a video on it. They dropped Uber Eats rates, and they dropped and at the same time they dropped Lyft's rates. So Uber, Lyft, you rent a Turo? No, I'm not renting a Turo. I just got done saying at the beginning, you missed it. I went to this company, and I can leave the name in the description, the company. Or if you ever have a breakdown and you live in Chicago, this guy took good care of me. He came, he took my car, he's doing the estimates for the insurance company even, so I don't have to wait 2 weeks. My question was in regards to Turo. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, I'm not doing Turo. I haven't done Turo. My car is, the company that's fixing my car gave me a rideshare rental. So I can do rideshare at the same time as he fixed my car. And then he's charging the company every day for this car, or charging my insurance company so I can keep working and moving, because they guesstimate that it's going to take me a couple weeks to get my car fixed, because they got to order the hood, they got to order the roof, they got to they have to get a new windshield replaced. It's a really ugly business. So what do you guys think of the new Uber? What the Dark Road Run said what he thought about Uber's video, and Tony B says that he has not even watched the Uber video. But seriously, guys, I'm going to put it in the description below. You need to check it out. What do you guys think of what Uber has to say? I feel like, this is my personal opinion, I've always wanted Uber to pay us more. I've always wanted them to listen to us, and I feel they have started to, in like a trickling way, they listen to us. But the problem is they listen to us, but then they use that, they like put a spin on it, like they try and they do stuff like take away the surge, and and they put a spin on it to try and make it work better, and them not have to pay us more. And the fact of the matter is the majority of drivers decided, I mean, I've met a lot of drivers that have said, look, I would like to get paid more. I would like to get paid more. And a lot of drivers, the taxi drivers here in Chicago, there's 70,000 taxi drivers here, or I mean, Uber and Lyft drivers now, and they're going to the TMP lots and signing people up. They're trying to get more and more, and the congestion in Chicago is way up compared to what it was in 2013. So the Uber really hasn't solved a problem. They ended up causing more problems. So yeah, the customer is like, the customer wants a quick service and they want a cheap service, so they're catering to the customer, but they also need to consider what the drivers want too, and they need to balance it. I understand they're balancing a lot of stuff at the same time, but we're the face of the company, and they're trying to say, well, we're an open market, we can't put a cap on drivers because then we wouldn't be an open. That sounded like a cop out to me. Oh, if we didn't put a cap on, then what do you guys think? Have you watched the video? I got 4 people in the room. Can I get 4 thumbs up? Well, it seems like nobody is here, or maybe people are sleeping or listening to me in the car, so I'm gonna just turn it off, because yeah. All right, guys, so I'm gonna just wrap it up, guys. Thank you for coming. It seems to be slowing down. Nobody's answering me. Oh, Dark Road Run says driving but listening. Did you see the little mark next to your name, Dark Road Run? I made you. Oh, I think you knew that. I made you an admin so you can kick people out if you want. I don't. You know what? People have made me admins in their group chats, and I don't know how to kick people out. I'm like, okay, I guess maybe you click on their name and then push, block or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, you're welcome, Dark Road Run. Well, you're the tech genius. I figure it's important to have the tech genius. You and the governor. I'm giving the governor of Swampland. I gave him. I haven't gotten anything ready for the podcast yet. I found a couple videos that I'm going to talk about. Savage is a scientist. He is awesome. I totally, completely agree. Yeah, so I'm kind of ready, but I wanted to tell you guys too. I'm going to Grand Rapids, Michigan. Well, I have a home in Muskegon, Michigan, but I'm going to be driving in Grand Rapids, doing Uber Eats from the 9th to the 15th. Yes, he says we should get Rideshare Hub on the show too. Yes. You know who also said he would like to come on the show is the Actorpreneur. Hi, Black Knight. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see ya. Yeah, I was thinking, I don't want to see, I find that like when it's 3 or maybe 4 people, it's cool. But I don't want to like, when we had 5 people, nobody had enough time to, we didn't have enough time. Kevin is awesome too. Yes, he is. I feel like when there's like 5 people in the chat, in the podcast, it's too many people. So I feel like maybe 3 or 4, that's good. So how many on the monthly podcast, how many do you, Dark Road Run, do you know how many people Kevin has on his, doesn't he have like 3 or 4? He has Mark, who he has like 4, doesn't he? 4 or 5. About 3? Yeah. Well, I don't know if y'all know this, but UD man, he said he has his plate full and he can't do it anymore. And I just figured I'm not gonna replace him. I'm just gonna if somebody calls, then it calls and says they can't make it, like Savage couldn't make it last week, then I'll get somebody to replace Savage, but maybe somebody in the room or something like that. But I'm just gonna leave it down to like 4 people, and I've been getting a lot of positive responses to the podcast. So I really like the way the podcast is going. So I'm going to keep that. But I have been stepping up my game as far as how I do my videos and stuff like that. I've been reading more how to do better with your YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys know it, but it's pretty much a year in November, a year ago, I stopped having cancer. So I've been doing this. I mean, I was on YouTube before that, but I really wasn't serious about it. So for the past year, I have been doing YouTube videos in a more serious way. And I only have like 350 subscribers. So that tells me that I need to step up my game. So I've been watching more how to YouTube. There is a YouTube channel basically telling you exactly how to start a YouTube channel. And it's called YouTube Bootcamp or YouTube, so I don't know. Anyway, I've been watching more how-to YouTube videos and, you know, trying to do more trending things because one of the things that I wanted to do news, but my life is so busy. I think I'm just going to stick with informational stuff, you know, how-tos and stuff like that, at least for right now. Maybe I'll change it up later. So anyway, I am going to hit the road, guys. I've been on here for a half an hour and I have to use the restroom too. So I will see you guys later. I'm going to go visit Tony B. Tony B, we're getting together on December 18th. Maybe we'll do a video then. Yeah. All right. Talk to you guys later. Hustle hard. Smart. If you don't hustle smart, take your broke ass home. Hasta la vista, baby. Driver Lady Pro out.